Hello everybody, my name is Twisted Berries. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are overlooking Cody, Quinn and Reese breaking my game during the month of February. Also, I just want to say a huge thank you to reaching nearly 1k views on my previous video. If it's actually more than that now, please correct me, and I'm really super proud of it. So thank you so much if you were one of them who contributed to the support of my channel. So a quick reminder, there is no voiceover in this video as we weren't really aware what was going on. I didn't intend to film it for YouTube, but it was so funny it's ended up here. Anyway, let's get straight into the drama. Hello, it's me again. Sorry to interrupt your video, but just pointing out a couple of things. So Quinn is dying here, but if you look down at the register down below, Reese is meant to go first. Since I invited Quinn and Reese to join Leah's household, Reese was already meant to die that day. So with him being alive, while we invited him in when he was meant to die, we broke the game. And with Reese breaking the game, we had to kill him manually. You will see that later. The issue with Quinn dying was the Grim Reaper spawned and never did anything about Quinn's body, which caused a pile-up. Because Cody was directly after him. By the point of Cody dying, the Grim Reaper had still not done anything about Quinn, causing Cody to die and there being two bodies on the lot. My Sims' needs were deteriorating from the fact that they were crying over dead Sims constantly. So when this issue was finished, my Sims were an absolute atrocious mess. Another issue with the Grim Reaper not coming to collect my Sims' bodies is I couldn't save, go to managed worlds, or do anything like that. I couldn't go into build mode, and I couldn't move anything. And I didn't believe that there was anything obstructing the path, which there wasn't, but there was loads of Sims deteriorating, and it was one of my Sims' birthdays, which made it even worse because I couldn't celebrate it. And everyone was just stood around crying. I could do nothing about their needs, which caused them to deteriorate and nearly die. So this problem started around Sunday at midnight, but due to Cody about to go to work, or apparently, but he's dead on the floor, so there was an issue with that. It's because his job, he got penalties because he was dead on the floor, he couldn't go to work, and since his body had not been collected, there was repercussions, like, oh, your boss is ringing, like, what do you want the dead body to do? Move, like, and wake up and immediately go to work, because that doesn't happen, I'm afraid. I could do absolutely nothing with the household due to them crying. I couldn't get them to do a bath because they'd get distracted because they'd seen another dead body, and I really just couldn't do anything. If they weren't crying over Quinn, they would be crying over Cody, which was outside. Everyone started to become miserable. Due to it being winter in The Sims, they obviously got really cold because the weather was down to freezing. So my other worry on my mind is that everyone would freeze to death because they wouldn't change outfits because they were too busy crying, too busy passing out, too busy wetting themselves. To be honest, it was just a right mess. It was at this point really that I realised, oh, he doesn't have a job. What possible way could I kill him off? Maybe repairing items that could electrocute him. But then I remembered our good old friend, the fire toilet that had previously wanted to kill him. I double checked to see whether it had the upgrade, and it didn't. But luckily, we had our old friend, the fabricator, in front of our yard. So I got him to make some pieces for that toilet. And you can set yourself alight. at this point I realised I forgot to deactivate the sprinklers. By the point of where I was trying to kill off Reese, the Grim Reaper had decided to move and try and reap Cody's soul. The issue was Quinn was still upstairs and Sims was still going to get distracted by a dead body. As the Grim Reaper took his sweet time, and as all of my Sims decided to start crippling over, and while I was trying to get Reese to die, overall this practically took around 3 hours, so it's kind of just shortened down for you lot, just so you don't have as much pain as what I had to go through to play this. Eventually, after around 2.5 hours of playtime, Cody's soul was finally reaped and one body was off the lot, to the point where the Grim Reaper started feeling upset himself. All my Sims' needs were still decaying as Quinn's body was still upstairs and they were all still bothering over crying over it. They were all practically on the brink of death and I couldn't do anything about it because they kept getting distracted by Quinn's dead body. There was another issue as yet again the Grim Reaper has stopped in his tracks and he hasn't done anything about Quinn's body, neither did he have any intention to help out. Quinn's dead body had been there for 4 days and still nothing had been done about it. My Sims were struggling quite badly at this point, but luckily they'd all had something to eat before they had actually started passing away, so that was a plus, otherwise most of them would probably be dead. The final issue was after all of my Sims' needs started going down. What was I meant to do when all the bodies were cleared? When everyone was happy, ready to go? It took another 4 Sim days to get all of my Sims' needs correct. So in total, this took around 9 Sim days to actually complete and about 4 hours of my life due to the game breaking itself. It was awful, yet it was so funny just to see the Grim Reaper standing there not doing his job. Eventually, Quinn's body was cleared and I managed to get Reese to die via the fire toilet. It took around 4 hours at this point, and to be honest, I was so glad it was done. The issue is I needed to save all my Sims' needs. It was amazing just to see the game break constantly, but to be honest, I wouldn't fancy sitting through it again. I had Sims' birthdays to sort out, I had needs to sort out, and everything was just an utter mess. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was quite chaotic, but if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing and supporting my channel. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Bye.